Mustard Knuckle.
Hello everybody, Mustard Knuckle back again, heading out in the Comet. Gonna see what happens here. We got gameplay history, tips, see what happens. All you who have subscribed recently, thank you. Thanks for watching, thanks for commenting, thanks for everything. Appreciate it, it's been a lot of fun. The Comet, a little bit of history. This thing, actually there's a lot of history, because you can see the road wheels and everything look familiar, maybe like Cromwell, which the Cromwell itself, a lot of stuff was from the Crusader. The Crusader developed into the Cromwell developed into a couple other tanks that never really went anywhere. And it's just interesting how the whole process went when they decided to go ahead and start making this Comet, and what they were able to do with the turret. But let's see what we can do. We're going to use this speed, obviously no reverse speed to speak of, but we're going to try to go fast when we have the opportunity. This thing could go 35 miles an hour on the road, and it could go about 15 miles an hour cross country in real life. Now in the game we can go fast all over the place, which is cool and makes it fun because it's fast. Fast is good. And let's see what we can do. God, these trees are driving me insane. Probably driving you guys insane by now too, watching this just over and over again with the trees. I can't handle it. Alright, so we're gonna go over here, and I think if we get up here, it looks like we can cut off where they're coming from. You can see the guys on the map up there, so and they're looking at the point, so we're gonna try and intercept them here. Yes. Boom. Okay, here we go. Now, problem is the sabot shell. A lot of times these guys might not know. Oh, they do know. And I'm gonna get the shot on him, no problem. There we go. That's, you know, with the sabot shell, it'll pen basically anything, but it's non-explosive, so it's not going to do a lot of damage. But it'll go through whatever. So, like there, from the front of the tank, we managed to start a fire somewhere, somehow. Probably because it went all the way through and got a fuel tank or something like that. Let's see. I feel like we're in a pretty good position here. There we go. Another crit. And I guess, well, this is a good time probably to talk about the turret and everything that happened there. So as the war went on, the Cromwell was short on firepower. 57mm, the 75mm, 75 bigger shell, more explosive capability, I guess, but it didn't have a lot of pen, and they upgraded to a high velocity and this and that. But then that went into the Challenger, where they put two guys in the turret and got a bigger gun. So they went to the bigger gun there, 17-pounder maybe, I can't remember, which was great. But that thing was huge. Well, it wasn't huge like the hull of the tank wasn't huge, but the turret was massive, and it stuck way up, and it was so obvious. And they also did the 17-pounder conversion on the Sherman. So with those two conversions, they'd send one of those out or two of those out, one apiece maybe, with each group. Well, guess what the Germans figured out before too long? There we go, I like that. They figured out that we need to get rid of the Firefly with that big long barrel on it, easy to tell, and we need to get rid of that big tall Challenger, because they could figure it out pretty easily that ah, jeez. Speaking of which, there goes one right there. The reload's pretty fast, but it just seems like forever. So they figured that out, and pretty soon those things were dropping like flies, or dropping like fireflies, pun intended. Pretty good joke. Pretty proud of that one. But that's what you guys are here for. The comedy, the incredible humor that you get with every one of these videos. 60% of the time, hilarious, I know. Continuing. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get this guy. No, too much stuff. He's just sitting there. So with this gun, they lowered the price. Okay, so they wanted to go with the bigger cannon, right? I mean, that's like the goal. Bigger cannon. Well, as time goes on, it won't fit. So now they got to figure out how to like shorten this thing up, but still have the same velocity. And it was a pretty big undertaking, because you can see how small the turret here really is compared to like the Challenger. Here we go. Yeah. And takes too long. There we go. It's a relatively small turret, so they had to come up with a way to make this be a high velocity 75 or 76. I think it was a 76, and I think it was referred to as a 77 sometimes, depending on the application or whatever. I don't know all the details there. All I know is what they did was they basically took a 20-pounder gun, which required a ton of space, compacted it to be able to fit into this turret with a low profile and decent armor on the front, and mounted onto something that basically started as a Crusader. Here we go, this guy needs help. I forgot to mention, this is why I started coming over here, because, oh look, it's a Churchill. This turret is what helped develop the turret on the Comet, and now I'm going to kill this guy. Thank you for helping me get better. Oh, come on. I'll try again. Hold on. I'm going to kill this guy. Thank you for helping to develop my tank. It helped a lot. There we go. So, you know. Thank you. It's a pretty unbelievable deal how many tanks. So we're talking about starting with a Crusader, then going to a Cromwell, into a couple of things off the Cromwell, then the Challenger, which was nothing really, and then it turned into the Comet. The Comet, all this developed into the Centurion, which was a long time main tank for the British. You know, and that's the evolution, and that's the technological advancements that come over time. There's no way that at the beginning of the war that they could have fit a 20-pounder into a turret like this, but over time, with the experimentation and the learning that took place, they were able to figure it out, and that's how we ended up with a highly reliable engine with the Meteor on a fast tank, super efficient, and they built it for a few years there in the mid-40s, early to mid-40s, and it led to so much more afterwards. So it's, again, common story, common theme, where something develops into something else. And, you know, the main reason was, as you know, that they were outclassed by the Panthers and the Tigers. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 to 9. We win. Because they couldn't defeat Tigers and Panthers, we had to go develop this Comet, and that's what they did. It was successful, and then it led to so many other things later on. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck. Have fun. See you in the next one.